Give a brief description of what the Boy Scouts of America is to you.
The Boy Scouts of America, to me, it's an organization that allows young boys to become men. And for me, it's something that is nationwide so that the program can be applied in a way that is more universal and gives us a constant program to be able to teach our boys to become men.
What is your history with the Boy Scouts of America?
I've been in the Boy Scouts of America since 1997, so over 21 years now, and my youngest has already become a Boy Scout. And for all those years, about 20 years in the Cub Scouts, we've been able to contribute as a family to what we believe the program has to offer for young men.
How have you seen boys in your troop return to responsible young men?
Well, I've seen it in a variety of ways. A lot of these boys I first meet when they're in first grade, second grade, third grade, just these goofball kids, like herding cats. And then they cross over to Boy Scouts and more of a boy-led troop that Troop 1517 is. And these goofball kids, they turn into leaders. I see it just year after year, scout after scout. Just these boys, they turn into leaders, and they learn they cut their teeth on leading. And this is what this country needs desperately, is young men who can lead and who are competent.
What is the most important takeaway from the Boy Scouts of America?
The most important takeaway of the Boy Scouts of America, I would say, is it helps boys turn to men. It turn them into men of honor and integrity. Those are two big words with me. I think those are very important. I have a background in teaching, for lack of a better phrase, juvenile delinquents. And so, to me, scouting, it provides a framework for boys to turn into young men with a lot of positive experiences, to turn them not only into confident men, but to competent young men.
A big part of the BSA is leadership. How does your troop teach how to be a good leader?
It's a very good question. I think the troop helps to teach our boys to be great leaders by what's called the patrol method. One of those things that the patrol does is allows a young boy to become the leader for their individual patrol, and as a result, it allows them to be able to give others direction and give others commands that they're going to have to learn to earn the respect of those young boys, so that those commands and those directives would be obeyed. It's very difficult to have your peers follow your direction, and by working together as a patrol, they're able to slowly gain that experience on how it is to be able to get others who are your peers to do what you ask them to do.
How many Eagle Scouts have come from your troop and crew?
I can only speak since 2012. That's when I first stepped up to be Scoutmaster, and I've recently passed the reins to Henry Avila. Since 2012, we've had 30. We've had 30 Eagle Scouts, and each one I'm just so very proud of. And we have a lot of Life Scouts right now in the queue, just about a project away. But I mean, I would think that 2019 we would see probably 4 or 5 more Eagle Scouts. So it's very exciting. I just absolutely love seeing these boys, every boy, attain Eagle Scout. It's such an honor. It's such an accomplishment.
What do you think is the reason for there being so many?
I think our troop, our unit provides variety. We don't do the same thing every month. We try to get out, and we have leaders who care about the boys, who care about the unit. Speaking for myself, I love all of you like my own, and to see each one of you succeed, it's very important to me. and I'm not alone in that. Other leaders, like your dad, Henry, or Tom Chevalier, I mean, just our troop is very special because we have a lot of leaders who they're not just looking out for their own kid. We have a lot of leaders who are looking out for the unit as a whole and doing what's best for the unit, and looking at everybody, and helping everyone succeed.
What sort of benefits, if any, have come from you being an Eagle Scout?
Being an Eagle Scout, I think I've had definitely academic and professional benefits. I don't know that the Eagle Scout portion of my resume or application was necessarily the defining quality that got me the position or whatever, but I know that A&M really holds Eagle Scouts in high esteem, and so I'm sure that helped me with my application there. It was a very narrow window to get into A&M in my particular degree, but I was able to. I feel that being an Eagle Scout definitely helped me there. And then also with professional, I landed a petroleum internship and a full-time petroleum industry job, both of which I feel being an Eagle Scout helped me achieve. And lastly, I feel like being an Eagle Scout kind of just makes me hold myself to a higher standard. You know, just as an Eagle Scout, I feel like I want to represent the Boy Scouts well, you know, for everyone else to see that the Boy Scouts really helps people, and so I kind of just hold myself to a higher standard.
What would you say to a boy considering joining Boy Scouts?
I think joining Boy Scouts is a fantastic opportunity for pretty much any kid. I can't think of any kid that wouldn't benefit from being in Boy Scouts. I think it's also an excellent social opportunity. You get to meet a lot of really cool people. You get to do a lot of really cool things, on top of just the, you know, like I said, maybe professional or more personal growth things that you would be able to do being in Boy Scouts. It's a really fun thing to do too.
How have you seen the Boy Scouts of America organization affect your fellow scouts?
You know, I've seen a lot of my fellow scouts really grow as people. Some of them may have joined Boy Scouts in not such a great position, you know, family-wise or socially-wise, but then being in Boy Scouts, they met a lot of really good people that were able to help them out in both of those aspects, and they were able to put a lot of their time and effort into productive things such as becoming an Eagle Scout or other things like that that may have, you know, been spent elsewhere and not necessarily help them as much in life as if they had joined Boy Scouts.
How have you as a Scoutmaster helped to aid other boys in their journeys?
I believe as being a leader, as a Scoutmaster, has helped me by being able to give them advice and being seen as an authority for them. And some of these boys don't have a father at home or have a father that's absent. And in a certain way, it gives me a sense of responsibility that I need to be that adult male in their lives to be able to give them some guidance on what I believe it means to be a good man and a good citizen in this country.